Welcome to ScoreCEO, your guide to portal configuration. In this implementation video, we'll take you through the essential steps to configure your company's portal and unleash your full potential of ScoreCEO's powerful features. Let's start by accessing the quick configuration wizard. Once you first sign in, it will direct you right to the configuration wizard. However, if you have navigated to another page, you can locate the configuration wizard by hovering your mouse over the configurations bubble and clicking on Quick Wizard. Now let's start with setting up your company profile. We'll show you how to set up your company basic information, including your company profile, logo, and time zone. So let's get started. Please keep in mind, you can always hover your mouse over the play button to see a short video on how to complete each step. Let's start with Set Up Company Profile. Here we're going to set up your company demographic information. To do so, you can hover your mouse over the Edit button, click Edit to allow you to start adding the information. Please ensure that all the information in there matches your company information. If there's any information missing, like in my case, the address, we can go right ahead and add this information in. We want to make sure that the city and state and zip code are correct. If you need to make any modifications, type in a new zip code and it will automatically give you the city and the state. Verify the phone numbers, fax, and website. Now let's take a look at some of these features we have here. Receive issue emails. In our system, you can create issues for your clients. If you would like to receive these issue emails and notifications, you can check this box to enable that feature. Now let's bring it over to the minimum round intervals. The minimum round intervals will allow you to know exactly when a round of disputes can be started. We typically recommend to place in here between 30 to 33 days. Then we find ourselves with the maximum round intervals. This will let the system know when each round next dispute date should be calculated. If you are interested in our outsourcing program, you may select the outsourcing required option. This will trigger a notification to our outsourcing team to let them know you are interested in the outsourcing program. If you want more information about our outsourcing program, please visit our website or speak to your sales representative for more details. If you would like your consumers to receive invoices, you can select this box here. Now we find ourselves with the monthly renewal. Our system calculates your consumer's monthly renewal fee every 30 days. However, if you would like to set your invoices for a specific date, then you would have to select Enable Monthly Renewal. This will allow the system to generate the invoice according to the exact date you place into the system. Here's an example. If you like your invoices to go on the 15th of every month, when you set it up in the client's account and you have this enabled, it will send out the invoice every 15th of the month. If you like it the 30-day cycle, then it will send out the invoice exactly every 30 days. Once you have fulfilled and completed the company basic profile, we're going to go all the way to the bottom and save these changes. Now we can continue to the next setup under Setup 1, which would be Set Up Company Logo. When we click on Set Up Company Logo, it's going to take us back to the company basic profile. Here you can click Edit again, and you'll find the logo option right underneath your company name. If you did not complete this step when you did the first step of filling in the company basic information, you can do so now. Our recommended size for logo is 150 by 115. You may also hover your mouse over the question mark. It will tell you the type of logo that's allowed and the size. Now to add our logo, we'll click the Browse option. It's going to open up our computer. We're going to select our document, click Open, navigate all the way back to the bottom and click Save. This will save our logo and it will show us for us at the top right corner. If you do not see your logo here, please refresh your screen. If it's still not there, then reattempt to upload your logo again. As we can see, under Step 1, we have completed all of the configurations. Now we can continue to the next step. Here we can locate our terms of service. You won't have to do any modifications in here because we already have pre-set up your terms of services, so we can continue on to the next one. Next, we'll dive into payment configuration, the heart of financial operations. We offer 3 flexible options: pay per delete, monthly, and hybrid. Now we'll guide you through the process for you to choose the perfect payment structure that aligns with your business objectives. We offer 3 flexible options. we have pay per delete, monthly, and hybrid. I'll guide you through the process of how to set up each one. Let's start with pay per delete. In each of the monthly model plans, you will have pre-existing plans already in here for you. You're more than welcome to edit these plans and make them your own, or you can always delete these plans. If you need to create a new plan, you just click Create New. Let's take a look at a pre-existing plan by hovering our mouse over this pencil and selecting. As we can see here, the plan is fully built. It will provide you the plan name, the rates, and your processing type, which would be what's included in this particular plan. Like I mentioned, you could make any modifications to this existing plan, or you can create your own. Let's start by creating your own. We're going to go back to pay per delete and click Create New. Here you can enter in the name of the plan, enter in your fees for consultation or audit, your first time work fee if it applies, or your first deletion fee, and then the rates for demographic, foreclosure, public records, charge-off or collections, hard inquiries, current delinquencies, and dispute statuses. Now we're going to find ourselves with the billing cycle. This will let the system know how many cycles of billing the client is supposed to have. Once you have established that, we will jump into the processing type. The processing type will enable you to know exactly what's included in each of those plans. If only letters to the credit bureaus are applied, we can select the first option and the total amount of credit bureau letters per round. If this plan offers creditor letters or regulatory letters, you can select the options and select how many letters for each one. Once you have completed, you'll click the Save button below and your plan will automatically be generated for you. Now let's move on to monthly. Monthly, as you can see, we also have pre-existing plans in here for you that you can always modify or remove, or we can create our own. Let's start by creating our own. Same thing, we'll give the plan a name. If there's a consultation fee involved, you place in that fee and your recurring charge. The billing cycle will let the system know how many invoices it's supposed to generate. Then we have the different types of method for the credit card payments. We have days prior to authorization, which will allow you to pre-hold funds in the client's account. We have the send invoice prior date to. If you want to send the invoice out before it's due, you can select the amount of days. Then we have the max transaction retries and the days between the retries. This is in the case the transaction fails. You can let the system know how many days, and in between those days, you would like for the system to reattempt to process transactions. Then we have the same feature here of the processing type. Select what's included in the plan and then save. Now we'll take it down to hybrid. In hybrid, you can click Create New also. Hybrid is a mixture of pay per deletion and monthly. So everything that you did in pay per delete and monthly, you would do it exactly in here, but just all in one. Once you have filled everything out, you would click Save, and that would create your hybrid plan. Now let's go back to our configuration wizard and continue on with the next step of configuration. Now let's walk you through setting up other essential integrations, such as Authorize.net, HelloSign, email configuration, Facebook, Twitter, and Google Analytics. Let's start with Authorize.net. To obtain the API login and transaction key, you will need to sign in to your Authorize.net, visit the Settings, Security area, and locate the API login and the transaction key. Once you have located this information, you can add the API login and the transaction key. Once you have completed, you would click Save. If you need to know how to locate the API and transaction key, go back into your configurations wizard, go back to set up Authorize.net, and click on the play button, and it will guide you step by step of logging into Authorize.net and locating the API login and transaction key. After you have watched the video and located that information, click back to set up Authorize.net, enter in your API key, and then your transaction key. Once you have successfully entered in your information, click Save. Then we'll continue back to step 4 and we'll proceed to set up HelloSign account. Now we'll click Authenticate HelloSign. This will direct us to Dropbox sign, which is previously called Hello sign, and we would sign in. You can, if you already have an existing account, you can enter in your email address and continue. If you don't have an account, you can create an account, sign in with Dropbox, or sign in with Google. I'm just going to sign in with Google. Once I have successfully signed in, we would click accept, and then our Hello sign has been fully configured. Now let's go back to our configuration wizard and go back down and continue on to the next step, which is email configuration. Email configuration, you have 3 options. Currently, you have a demo mode of Mailgun, which will allow you to start sending out emails. However, your system does include the Mailgun feature. However, to set up the Mailgun feature, you will need to do a few steps. First, you will need to click Edit at the top right corner, and under Mailgun, you would go to the Mailgun information, add in your domain URL, and then click Save. Once you have saved this, you will send an email to support@scoring.com. So once you have added in your domain, send that email out with your username and password to your domain, and the ScoreCEO team will complete your email configuration. The other options that we do have is Mandrill and SMTP. If you do have your own Mailgun, you can definitely use your own Mailgun and just come in here, add in your domain, and click Use My Own Account, and fill in the API key and the webhook. If you have your own service and you have Mandrill, you would just need the Mandrill API key. And if you're doing SMTP, you would just need the SMTP from your email. You can locate this by going inside of your email and accessing the SMTP information. In the meantime, your system does have a pre-configuration with Mailgun that will allow you to temporarily send out emails. Let's go back to our quick wizard and continue to our next step. Now we're going to set up our Facebook account. We would click here, and all you would need is the page ID from your Facebook page. So whatever is after the / facebook.com, you would enter in here. We can do this by clicking the edit button at the top right corner. Since we're already in this location, let's set up our Twitter screen name. All you would need is your user's name to your Twitter account. Once you have completed, you would click the save button and you have successfully added your Facebook and Twitter. Let's go back down to the configuration to do our final configuration, which is set up Google Analytics. Once you're in your Google Analytics, all you have to do is log into your Google account, select your account. Once you do so, you will select all, click continue, add the account and the property. If you don't have any account and property, then please revisit the quick wizard option and take a quick peek at the video to show you how to set up a Google Analytics account directly with Google. Once you have done that, just revisit back this information, log back in with Google, select your accounts and property, and show on dashboard and save. Once you have fully done that, you have successfully configured your ScoreCEO portal.